Hey, it's HOI4 Chads. Today I'm going to be giving you a tutorial on how to play a meta Hungary. So the first thing I'm going to go over is what you're going to want to do with your focus tree. The first thing you want to do is secret rearmament. Then you'll go down to theoretical air efforts, blood agreement, establish the air force. And after you establish the air force, you're going to do industrial revitalization, work all the way down this focus tree until you get to boost Hungarian aviation industry. And you're doing that so that you can do indigenous designs and do light fighter effort and cast bonus. Now the next thing I'm going to show you is going to be what to do with your research slots. Okay, so with your research slots, you're going to basically dedicate one, well not yet, but this will be your start, and have everything prompt on the side. So this is what you want to start on your base. And as you see on the right side, what you basically want to do is you're going to try and rush disperse industry. Or not disperse, concentrate industry all the way down to 3. And then in the exact path I have on the right. Also, simultaneously, you're going to want to be away of your planes. You want to make sure that you don't research these too late or too early, because otherwise there's no advantage. And with the machine tools, make sure you research computer machine before you research CAS. And basically just keep working on your all your industry, especially oil and synths, critical power. This is the order of things you want to do. So the first guy you're going to hire is going to be a silent workhorse, then you're going to do free trade, and then you're going to do partial mob, which you'll be able to do, but you have to do secret rearmament first, which is the first focus you take. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to do captive industry, and then you're not going to do industrial concern next. You're going to do light aircraft designers, so that when you research fighter 2s, you'll get the bonus on them. Once you finish that, you do industrial concern. After that, you will do military theorist or air theorist, because you have no reason for your military. That's all that's really important for this, for your political power. Also go volunteer, but you don't want to go limited unless you're late game and you really need the manpower. And next I'm going to show you what you do to production. So now that you have this is what your production line will look like for the whole entire game. Pretty much you're not going to put any mills on support equipment, artillery, or guns, or just you're going to have one on guns, one on each on those 3. So that your army will just use your army passively, but besides that you want everything on casts and fighters. But at the start of the game, you don't want any on fighters because they're just the basic ones. So invest only in casts, and that's all that it really is. Just make sure that you have enough rubber, and prioritize all your materials. Besides that, production is very simple for Hungary. Okay, so now for construction. For the early game, you're going to build civs, but once you do concentrated, you'll get high infrastructure in northern Hungary where you want to build. So basically, it's going to do that. But by about right before you build mills, so I'd say for 2 months, just build a few synths, because you're going to be investing in them, but that's about it. You're not going to need to build any air bases, anti-air, or infrastructure, or you can build infrastructure late game. But the territory you're going to have is going to be these two slots, Slovakia, or Eastern Slovakia, and Southern Slovakia, which will all be cored. And then if you're lucky, you might get Northern Transylvania. And that's all there really is for Hungary on that side. The next thing I'm going to show you is what to do with your army. Okay, so for your army, basically you're not going to train new divisions. Have this guy be your field marshal, have him be your main general, but you're going to make sure all these guys are infantry, and then for your infantry units, you're going to have them be this. It's very simple. You're going to have them be 20 with infantry, with support artillery, and instead of cavalry, just imagine that as engineers. But this will be your division for the whole game, because you might train a few divisions, but your army's purpose will basically just be like either defend D-Day or defend Italy, depending on what happens. And that's all there really is for Hungary.